Ladies and gentlemen, what is up, y'all? My name is Luke Fisher. I'm pretty bald, and today we're here to talk about YouTube authenticity and how I think AI has just ruined YouTube. Now, let me explain. Before y'all argue me, man, Luke, this unk over here better talk about how the robots are taking over and, this and that. Back in my day, no, that's not what this is about. Trying to be far away from that, actually. This is more so about how YouTube authenticity doesn't feel real anymore because everyone is using AI in some way, shape, or form. Now, sadly, we're going to kick it back to my days, and let's look at 2017, 2018 Mr. Beast. Look at this thumbnail. I want you to look at this and tell me, what do you see? Do you see... Don't think about the video. Think about the thumbnail. Just looking at that. What do you think about? How that... Yes, this looks silly, but this looks more authentic. Now look at this one. This is his most recent video. I know these are not the same types of videos, but do you get where I'm coming from here? Comparing these two top to bottom, one feels like some teenage or early 20s type of kid genuinely put some hard work into making this. Now I understand, Mr. Beast is not just a person. He's more of a business. That's what it is. I get that. He's not going to have time to make these types of thumbnails anymore. But to me, looking at this, it just feels, even in some hypothetical where there is no AI in this photo, it just doesn't feel real. It feels, which obviously it's not real, but it just doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't. Yeah, there's more flair, more added to it because it's more vibrant because, editing and whatnot. But it just doesn't feel authentic. No offense to Mr. Beast, okay? This video is not just to hate on Mr. Beast and call him a bad dude. He's a great man, great company, all that. But I'm just saying, I know, because he's grown so much over this past decade that it feels like looking back on some of his older content, which I really enjoyed a lot more than his newer stuff. Maybe that's part of the nostalgia in me, or maybe that's just part of just wishing YouTube could go back to the good old days of authenticity and fun. Now, recently with YouTube, you have to scan your ID if you're watching some kids' content. You know what I'm saying there? That's not authentic. That's just YouTube pushing further and further into being as strict as they can. Another good example I can name in recent times would be Kwebbelkop. Listen, I'm never going to forgive him for this. Looks horrible. It was dumb enough when he did this. I think this was 21 when he did this. It still looks dumb. It looks horrible. It's like, hi guys, this is Kwebbelkop here, and today we're going to be playing typing game. But this AI him, it takes away from OG him. I'm not a big Kwebbelkop fan, never have been, probably never will be. But even I can admit, back when he had it was him, Jelly, and this one shrimp dude, whatever the guy, Captain Spark, whatever it was. They had that group, and that felt, even though I didn't watch them that often, but I feel for other people, that feels a lot more authentic in that time capsule than this. This is just ugly. Okay, I don't know what he thought he was cooking here, but it just doesn't sit right. It's a big marshmallow looking thing covered in some more colors that's just trying to, promote him more. We're seeing this style come up with more YouTubers. I could not name you who, but from the YouTube videos and documentaries I've been watching recently, it's growing. It's only getting worse from here. And I feel that's the route that YouTube's going on right now. Because instead of going up as they should be, I feel they're just spiraling down right now. It's a slow decline from 2018 to 2019-ish, and we're just progressively getting worse and worse. YouTube's gone from maybe, once again, like I've already said, maybe it's the nostalgia in me wanting to go back to feeling like a kid again. Or maybe it's me growing up and being honest with y'all, that YouTube these days, with the creators we have, it's not that good. Yes, there are some great YouTubers out there, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Mark Rober, people like that are still, like, you could say are in their prime. You could still say, I know a lot of y'all are going to say, he didn't mention Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, I think, is very hard to say has a prime. He's clearly, like, he's doing the best of his best, absolutely. But I feel between, like, himself doing his best versus what I would say the fans think is his best, I would say the older content, for me at least, was his best. Yes, the new stuff, it's a lot more branched out, it's a lot more exciting, there's a lot more to watch, a lot more to grasp easier. But where's the authenticity? Like, we're watching a dude build a wall to protect a car from 10,000 bullets from 10 soldiers. Like, yes, that's cool. That is a very cool concept. Don't get me wrong. But is it just me, or is anyone else missing, like, I drove through a drive-thru 100 times? Which, that is still my favorite, one of, if not my number one favorite Mr. Beast videos of all time. You know what I'm saying here? No hate to anyone except Quobblecop on here, but YouTube is not the same anymore. Yes, we've all grown up, but the authenticity's gone. It's divided itself away because YouTube's gotten more strict, and with how AI is being pursued these days with, Bigfoot AI, Stormtrooper AI, lots of AI, Barack Obama is a baby working on a KFC AI. I saw that recently. That's now, I'm not completely against AI, okay? That's not my big point here. My point is that AI and YouTube have taken away from YouTube's authenticity, and how YouTube at the one point genuinely felt exciting to watch. You'd come home from school, you'd pop on a YouTube video of your favorite creator. For me, at that time, 2017, 2019, my favorite creators would have been like Mr. Beast, Dang Matt Smith, and a whole plethora of other people, Jacksepticeye. People like that, where it felt authentic, it felt fun to watch because you knew deep down they were genuinely trying. Now, not to say that they're not still genuinely trying, but I just feel the content's, I don't want to say the content's lazier for like Mr. Beast or Jack, more so Dang Matt Smith, but like, it feels, a lot of these creators, it just feels lazier for some people. Not everyone, but for some, it's just not it. Like Dang Matt Smith, I used to genuinely, 2017, 2019 prime Dang Matt Smith, if you ask me, is one of the greatest YouTube peaks of all time. He was my genuine favorite for a long time. But I think after 2020 or 21, whichever, around that time, is when he started to slow down. Like, it started getting repetitive, but then he spiced it back up. But then he just dipped. And yes, I do still have Dang Matt Smith merch because I genuinely loved watching the guy. I would go home, watch what is it called? I genuinely forgot what they're called. Like the scary scores, watch this at your own risk, and then the bang energy, stuff like that. And, you better get that out of here. That felt authentic to younger me. But I go back and watch now, like some of his newer content, it's nothing. It's the same thing I watched when I was younger, but it doesn't feel authentic. Is it just me getting old? Or is it me talking about how AI is slowly ruining YouTube? You tell me. I'm Luke Fisher. That's going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like and subscribe. And if you want more like this, leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you.